All right. Hello, and thank you for watching Long Plays by Freeplay. I'm Dylan Smith, and I'm going to be playing Mushihimesama, something like that. Forgive me if I butchered that. This is a classic cave shooter, came out in 2007, and there's 3 modes to it. There's Original, Maniac, and God. The main difference is being scoring and the bullets on the screen. I'm going to be playing on Original for the sake of, I think this is the only one I can clear on a single credit so far. There's 2 characters that I can pick from, Rico and Palm. They both have different shooting patterns, but it doesn't make that big of a difference if you're just comfortable playing these sorts of games. So right off the bat, I get started. You can already see there's plenty of purple bullets coming at me. There's generally that and landscape that just comes flying straight at you, and you have to avoid it and survive. The interesting thing about cave shooters and most bullet hells like this in general is that the entire character is not what will get you killed if you get hit. It's actually a small area in the middle of the character. So if you look at my character here, he's got a little orange-red type spot right in the middle. If that gets hit, then I die. But if anything else on the character gets touched, I'm generally going to be okay. So we're just breezing on through. Part of the main differences between Original and Maniac and God mode is simply the amount of bullets that enemies shoot at you. But there's also differences in scoring. So if you look at the left side of the screen, I've got a number up there, and that corresponds mostly to the amount of points I'm going to get from killing stuff and picking up these orange gems that they drop. But on Maniac and God mode, there's a meter that appears just under that number. Think of it like a combo meter. So as I keep killing things, that meter goes up, which means when I kill large enemies like mini bosses or bosses, I will get a lot more points. But as for Original mode, that doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect anything. I just want to get through the game. So starting out, I have 3 bombs. I'm pretty much just trying to power up until I reach this first boss here, this giant dinosaur-looking thing. Now, there's a different way of that you can do damage. 2 different ways. Either tapping the button or holding the button. Holding the button generally does more damage, and you move less quickly. It's a different sort of beam as well. So if I tap, you'll notice there's a lot of different lasers and stuff. If I hold it down, it's just a steady stream. So that's the first stage. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. An introductory cave level, as it tends to be. So you get a bonus for all the gems you collect, the amount of bombs you have left over, and if you didn't die. So as you can see, I gathered a lot of these things. I have 3 bombs, and I get a no-miss bonus. So moving right along, stage 2. This one on Maniac is where it gets really tricky, because these jellyfish that show up shoot a lot of bullets, all at the same time, and it gets really crazy really quickly. One of the trickier parts of these games, and you can see even here that they're shooting a lot that I have to avoid. One thing that most people struggle with when they start out playing these sorts of games is they think, oh, I need to be moving all over the place to avoid these things. But in reality, there's a lot of small gaps in between everything that you can utilize to avoid. Now, I got a little nervous. I didn't want to die there, so I popped a bomb just to keep myself alive and maintain my no-miss streak. Which is okay. I'll find bombs later anyway. I don't know why I'm not shooting. There it is. That was strange. In any case, the top half of the screen can be pretty scary, but I'm still safe. There we go. I have plenty of bombs to keep myself alive and just keep on chugging along. What's interesting is they put a lot of effort into the detail of these enemies and their drawings and everything, but you don't see them a lot through all the explosions and gems and bullets and whatever the heck else is going on. Well, this is a very themed water-type stage. You've got jellyfish and seahorses and bullets and a sea turtle that's going to die. So this is what we're going to do. So you can see right there, I didn't have to move much at all to avoid that entire onslaught of bullets. Just small movements, holding down that button, keeps me alive. That's really what makes this game a lot of fun for people, is it's extremely tricky at first, but as you learn the patterns that enemies fire at you, you can really progress a lot further than you would expect to, especially given that I've made it so far without even dying. These games are hard, notoriously hard. On 2-player, it only gets worse because you've got so much more going on. Now, you've probably noticed at this point, but there have been a couple of instances of lag slowdown in the game, and that's mostly intentional from what I can tell, because you need that lag to just see and register and understand what's going on the screen. Because it can be super difficult to keep track of what's coming at you and even where you are at times. So there's a free bomb and a free power-up as we come into the second boss here. It's a giant squid boy. But we're just going to melt him away by holding down our beam attack. So as you can see, he's homing on a lot of stuff to me, but just these little circular movements keep me fairly safe. He shoots these large beams here that really you don't have to move much at all for. There's little notches on his health bar that designate when he's going to change phases, so to speak. But as I'm about to kill him, everything's going to go just fine. So there's stage 2. Again, another straightforward stage. It's all straightforward because you're all moving straight forward the entire time. But it can be very tricky, especially as we move into the third and later stages. So another no miss bonus. Pretty nice. And here we go. Jungle-looking stage, forest, something like that. So this one has ladybugs that shoot a lot at you instead of jellyfish, but scary nonetheless. Now, as you saw there's a lot of stuff on the screen that will sometimes just disappear. That's because there are certain enemies in this game that when you defeat them, they cause all of the bullets on the screen to go away. So it can be safer sometimes to just sit in front of something and keep shooting at it when you might potentially die just because you know that you can just pop it and they will die and you'll be safe. It works out sometimes, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on the situation and what you're facing. But that also comes with knowledge of the game and some experience with it. Sort of like right there, those large masses of bugs. As soon as you pop them, it's gone. But you have to know to sit there, otherwise you're going to get mashed down from the side as you try to avoid it. These games really rely on understanding the mechanics of the game and understanding the enemy placement and their shot patterns. There are certain other games, one of the cave shooters they had out here recently, before they put this one in, where the scoring mechanic was based around getting really close to the bullets that were coming at you. So you're trying to essentially skirt the bullets to gain points, which is not the most intuitive thing off the bat. Really, to most anybody playing these games, you're thinking, I want to be as far away from these bullets as possible. But the safest place, or rather the strongest place for you to be, is right next to them the entire time. So you'd have these volleys that you would just carefully maneuver right in between, just like this, and you're safe the whole time. But you have to know, you have to know to do it. Got a little overzealous there, trying to get in between all of that. But it's okay, because that refills my bombs, and I have 2 more lives to get myself through this. And I might be able to get an extra if I'm careful. There we go. Dang it. I wasn't paying enough attention. It can be hard to see those really quick volleys of enemies coming from the side of the screen. But we should be safe this time around. Yeah, it's because I'm over on the wrong side of the screen when those ladybugs spawn that they just come across and blast me down. I should be getting close to the boss, actually. Here he is. Thank goodness. So this is a fully powered up beam shot thing. And as you can see, he's just melting away that life bar, going to nothing. Pretty tricky to avoid these things. It's impressive the patterns that they were able to generate with these bullets in this game. Because you'll notice that sometimes these patterns will like whip out, or all sorts of other different interesting looking patterns. Ooh, that was close. So using bombs in this game or in cave shooters in general, is not a bad idea. Yes, they give you bonus points at the very end, but if it means saving your life, that's generally a good thing. And even if you lose a life because you were out of bombs or something, you get a refill when you respawn. So it's pointless to lose a life unnecessarily when you have bombs available to use. So there's stage 3, still going along, but getting a little worried because I'm on my last life already. But you can see, even on the easiest difficulty, this is pretty nuts. And that's a cave shooter for you, though. We've got more ladybugs, bugs in general. There we go, I was on the correct side for that time. Not that time. Dang. Well, at least when you continue, you get a full power item, you get to keep going. So I'm still gonna complete the game. It just means that my score won't continue through, unfortunately. I believe the end of this stage is the furthest I've gotten on a single credit so far. I've tried to make it through Maniac Mode, but the furthest I got on that was through the 3rd stage. Because the additional bullets just get crazy. If you thought this was a lot, this is nothing. Especially on God Mode. Oh my goodness. Even on the 1st stage, you can't tell where you are. If you've never tried a cave shooter, I implore you to try it out. Try it with a friend, just sit down and keep going. It can be fun even if you are just dying constantly. Just keep your hand close to that start button. That was the whole reason I got good at these, was because I thought it was neat and I really wanted to see what the end was like. Oh no! I didn't know where to go. All right, mini boss here. Whoa. Pretty safe here. Ooh, that was close. I almost killed myself. Got him first, though. We'll just keep on going. These ladybugs are a nightmare, I swear. Worst insects ever. Now, I really don't know what goes into the theming of these games. I don't know what the title of the game means or anything like that. But I do know that they really liked insects in this game for some reason. I guess it's just an easy to draw upon thing to literally draw. I don't know. But that's my best guess at it. Oh boy. Okay, stop shooting at me. There we go. Safe. I had to go all the way to the top of the screen to stay alive there. Holy cow. But again, using all of the screen space that's available to you is a good idea, especially in these cave shooters. There's a reason they kind of shoot up and around themselves at the same time. It's to try to get you. There we go. Continuing along just fine. I don't know why I struggled so much with that last stage. I just wasn't ready for the ladybug patterns. Okay, I need that to die. There we go. Safe. Gotta get this worm. Ooh, that was close. There we go. Oh, wow. Barely avoided that. Still alive, though. There we go. You can see even right there, that slowdown helped me a lot in terms of surviving. If the game didn't slow down, I was dead. Definitely dead. Oh, he's saying words. Oh, a free bomb. Okay. So this is a giant beetle thing. Okay. It's a stag beetle. So you can see my lasers kind of move in and out as I move forward and back, but that's generally not going to do much for me on these bosses because they are massive. Ooh! Oh no! I guess it was moving just a little further over than I thought. That is A-okay, though. Last phase. Oh, I don't know what that... Okay. Okay. That was it. I had no idea what that was. It has a habit of throwing things at you that... Good luck understanding how to avoid it the first time. I would never expect anybody to beat this game on first try. Without mashing continues, of course. So, stage 5, this should be... This is either the second to last or the last stage, I believe. We're moving on through, doing just fine here. I'm happy with a 2-credit clear if that's what I can make happen. But if not, what a shame. Oh, barely avoided that. I'm almost overcorrecting because I'm trying to fit in these tight spaces. And I really need to be holding down the button to move slower. And it's hard to do that when you're trying to just focus on so many things at once. I'll go ahead and use a bomb there. I do have extras, so there's no reason not to. Yeah, did not know what to do there. I was on the wrong side of the screen. It's kind of funny, you generally end up going towards the bullets when you're trying to keep yourself alive and kill these enemies, because if you don't go towards them and kill them, they will keep shooting at you until they eventually make their way up the screen or die. Ooh, that was close. All right, I guess we're just blowing up buildings. Destroy the world, or something, to save us from these insects. I guess. That's my only guess. I really don't know what else and this would be otherwise. Backstory? I have no idea. There is no backstory to me. It's just shoot things and don't die. That's my backstory with this game. Oh boy. There we go. Doing just fine this stage. Pretty happy so far. War turtles, I guess. Oh. There we go. Now I'm starting to get the pattern down. We're already on the boss. Oh, it's a dragon. Okay. Here we go. The safest spot is right in front of him. Just sitting still. There we go. Wait, that must have been a mini-boss or something. Yeah, it's not over. The music didn't even change. But we're going backwards, oddly enough. That's weird. Don't normally see that type of thing. It's funny, the way I play these games is I tend to not look at my character at all. I know where I am, and I use mostly my peripherals to keep track. But as far as following what's going on the game itself, I'm watching the bullets everywhere around me. Because I can use my peripherals to just keep myself generally in line with safe areas. I don't know how else to describe it. It's a very odd phenomenon once you get used to it. Whoa, one up, give me that. Yeah, got it, and stayed alive. Booyah. Gave me a bomb for free, so I can't complain. I didn't know there were actual one-up pickups in this game, so that's pretty cool. Did not like that. Okay, I'm out of bombs. Got extra lives though, so I'm not complaining. Ooh. Hanging strong. One of the biggest things about all of these bullets coming on the screen is you cannot panic. Panicking will get you killed because you're going to make a bad move. And like that, I panicked. It sounds much worse when I say panic, but if you get confused or lost in terms of what you need to be doing to avoid this stuff, it's going to kill you. Almost every single time. I'm killing a lot of big stuff. This is a much longer stage than I thought. Must be getting close though. No, thank you, sir. I'm just gonna go ahead and use a bomb here. Make sure I can take out these guys before... Oh, that's not good. Okay, last life again. There we go. Made it through that, so we must be coming up to him. Yeah, here he is. I have no idea what that means. Maybe this is the last boss. I have no idea. Oh no! Well, there's that. That was pretty quick. I didn't think to press the bomb button. Okay. Okay. Just gonna keep on going here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that was a bit much. Couldn't get away from that one. Phase 2. Oh! Ah, dang. I was doing fine there for a minute. Okay. Safe. Whew. Oh, whoa. Okay. I'm just sitting still. I'm fine. Wow. Oh, damn it. I really thought I could just get away with sitting there. All right. Well, we murdered somebody. That must be the end of it. So there we go. There's stuff that happened, and we did the thing. Took me 3 tries, but it worked out. I really don't know what any of this means or what happened, but that's the fun of it. So in any case, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and comment, like the video, everything, and we'll see you next time.